What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Don't Forget About Me, the Supernova version, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, we had an update shared by Dave McCoy yesterday regarding survival mode as well as wild format, but survival mode is the big one, and that is we are having a pause. Now, they're essentially designating this as survival mode version 1.0, right? V1.0. I'll just read it to you and then give you my thoughts at the end. So he's saying, we're excited to share the survival mode has officially completed its version 1 phase. This initial launch was released as a proof of concept, and thanks to your participation and feedback, we now have a wealth of insights to build on. As many of you know, the Splinterlands team has been using its own SPS to incentivize play and collect valuable data on the mode's performance. With your help, we've identified both what's working and where improvements are needed. To move forward, survival mode will be paused at the end of the current season on May 15th. During this pause, we'll work closely with the community to make meaningful updates and refinements as we head into version 2.0, which will also be funded by the Splinterlands team. Once version 2.0 wraps up and we feel confident that the format is delivering on its potential, we'll put forward a funding proposal to the DAO. Thank you to everyone who has played, tested, and shared their thoughts so far. We're just getting started. With your help, survival mode will only get better from here. So that's the survival mode update. The quick one for wild format that he shared is that we're excited that, with the launch of Conclave Arcana, to celebrate the new Bloodline mechanics, we want to encourage as many players as possible to participate in the wild format, and so they are essentially waiving the 2,000 DEC cost for the wild pass for the upcoming season. So this will be the second half of May. So for those of you who are part of the Chaos Legion class, like myself, that will be kicked to the curb when it comes to, or at least kicked out of Modern, essentially, you will, at least for one season, not have to pay the 2,000 DEC cost and see how all the cards play together, which should be a lot of fun. Now, going back to the survival mode thing here, just want to touch on a couple of quick things, because actually when I read this the first time, I misunderstood it. So they're going to come out with version 2 after working with the community, and it seems like they will be doing a bunch of tweaks. Now, what I missed was that once, or the version 2 is also going to be funded by the team. So we're not expecting a DAO vote or a DAO proposal just yet. The team wants to go through, refine this, and I'm curious as to why they're taking it offline rather than just kind of refining it as they go along. My guess is that it probably makes sense for them to not spend so much of the team's SPS at this point, right? So I don't know how much that they were giving out per season, but I'm sure it was probably a couple million SPS, which the team could use for things in the future. And with everybody now focusing in on wild format, sorry, not wild format, but with wild format being free, and of course Conclave Arcana coming into the mix, this probably gives them at least a couple of weeks, maybe a month, is my guess, is that we won't see... we won't see survival mode until June. Will it be June 1st or at the first season of June? I don't know. Hopefully by mid-June. That way it's a full month where everybody's attention is kind of on Conclave Arcana and on wild format. But we'll see where things go there. I'm curious to see how they plan on engaging with the community to get our thoughts and ideas on what can be implemented in survival mode, because I'm sure many of you guys have a lot of opinions on this. And I haven't had a chance to really, because I don't spend as much time there, I haven't had as much of a chance to really dissect it outside of just the analytics. But in terms of the gameplay, I just know that there's a lot of low level accounts that really just kind of feed into the higher level accounts. And the big thing is, even with that, there's a lack of liquidity, right? Match liquidity. So just from my own interest, but maybe if this could be of value for the team, what are some feedback that you guys would give for version 1.0 that you would like to see in version 2.0 when it comes to survival mode? And, if there's a lot of really cool ideas here, I'm happy to pass that on to the team. Not that I'm in any official capacity, but, if they're looking for a place where we can kind of get a lot of feedback in an organized way, I think that would be valuable to them. So for those of you who are enjoying survival mode or who have enjoyed survival mode, I'd be grateful just to hear your thoughts on it, because I haven't spent the time in there. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.